Hey tubers, how's it going? Well, I got the bolts in on both sides of the transmission mounts on the top, and on the bottom I got a problem. I can't, there's nothing to, I mean it's below the frame rail, so I can't drill into it. And so what I came up with, so I have these bolts that'll come through here, and there we go, and they rest against the bottom of the frame rail. Well, I could probably put something, weld a plate on this side and bolt them through to that, but what I came up with was these I made four of these little bushings, and those will go on there. And I am just going to take and weld, get out there, weld these up to the bottom of the frame rail, like that, there. See? Just like that. And bring the bolt through and just bolt them to that. I think that's going to work just fine. Give me good strength and everything will be all stuck together, and I got them the width, cut them to the width of the frame rail so the bolts will come through, and that should work. I'll show you what it looks like when I get it done. There's your pebbly poo. Yes. Want to say hi to the people? Huh? Going to say hi? Yeah? You don't care, huh? As long as you get some lovin's. Yeah. Okay. Well, folks, I got my four little pieces made to run the bolts through and weld up to the bottom of the frame rail. And I got two of them on. Let me show you those. And at that point I started having problems with my welding helmet. Yeah. Come on, just a second, I gotta lay you down here. There we go, now we got some light to work with. So I got these put in, and now I just got to finish up the. There we go. So I got these put in, and I just have to finish up the welding a little bit. But my helmet started flaking out on me, and so it turns out the auto darkening part of the lens, which is battery powered, and I've replaced in the past. It goes in there between this and quit working. So even new batteries didn't help. So I'm kind of at a dead standstill here until I get either replace my helmet or find some other alternative. But in the meantime, we'll keep plugging away. I got plenty of work to do on this. Okay, I got the fuel line out from under the car where it was screwed to the side frame rail, and the reason is it went down the passenger or the driver's side, and I need it to be on the passenger's side. I do plan on using the mechanical fuel pump on this, just for the fact that after it's been sitting a while, the mechanical fuel pump will take a little while to fill up the carburetor, and that also gives the motor a chance to build up some oil pressure, so when it does fire off, it's not running dry.
Whereas with the electric fuel pump, it fills it up, it starts it. As soon as you hit that key, it's running. But in order to do so, I got to reroute it down this side of the frame rail rather than that side. And that. Been doing a few other things. I got these brake lines rerouted and secured up off the frame rail there to get those taken care of, and getting some going. But because of my broken welding helmet, I'm kind of at a standstill on that part of it, and not doing a whole lot with the mounts at the moment. Just kind of putzing with little things. I got my fuel tank. Priming and painting that, just making that all look a lot better. Just some Rust-Oleum. Cleaned it up, stuck it on there. We'll just spray it down and put it back in. I think the next thing I need to do, I got to get these the rear axles back out. I had put them in to mount the wheels to see about my ground clearance, and I want to pull those back out and get it so that the rear differential can be put back in, and got to get that cleaned up. So there's work to do in the meantime, but we just keep on keeping on here. Talk to you soon.
Well, I did my test fit of the power steering pump with the new pulley on it, and lines up pretty good right there. And this bracket right here actually will go in where that spot is right there, but I don't need my bolt to hold the chain to get the engine back in. So we're kind of at a standstill on that part, but I think that is going to work just fine. Of course, it'll be out a little bit further here, about to here, I'd say, is where it's going to be. And that's my belt adjustment right there. And we'll be able to get that up tight. And so that's, I like that. I like the way it looks. Hey folks, got my new welding helmet, and just gave it a little tryout here, and I think it's going to work good. It's a multifunction weld, cut, grind. I'm not going to use it for grinding. Has a sensitivity and darkness setting and a delay on when to have it lighten back up after you're done welding. And tried her out, and it's going to work just fine. This one, I'm going to actually cut it open, put a piece of plexiglass on there, and make it into a grinding helmet, because I really don't have a suitable one right at the moment, and that won't cost me a dime. Okay, I got myself some acrylic safety glazing here. Plastic sheet. And I'm just going to cut a piece of that and just glue it to the opening that I cut in my helmet. And that's going to give me a very nice grinding helmet. Keep the sparks out of my face. And a little bit of blue RTV, and my new grinding helmet is all set to go once that stuff hardens up a little. And yeah, it didn't cost me a penny. Well, I got the gas tank all painted up and ready to go back in. Don't look too bad. I think it'll work just fine. I think I'm going to hold off on putting it back in, though, until I get the rear end. The rear axle, yeah, it's too dark. I got to get that cleaned up and painted up and get that third member put in there. That's next on the list. Well, I think I'm going to put all these little updates together and send a video out, progress report, and hopefully you'll be interested in seeing what I'm doing here. A little hazy in here. I've been doing some welding. One of these days I do have to get that exhaust fan installed. But please like and subscribe, and you can click the bell and you'll get notified when I'm putting out another update. And thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.